Simple way that you can add text to your tool, to your image. So you just click on here the T text, and it will do you a horizontal type. If you want to go down and have a vertical type, then you can click on that one. So I'm just going to show you horizontal type. So we're just going to click here, and I'm just going to type the word abstract because I feel like this is quite an abstract picture. And then you can play around with your sizes. If you don't have the size that you want there, so for example 72 doesn't really take me up much, I want to fill this page, let's say I go for something like 250, and I've just gone off slightly, so I'll show you a bit more. But also I could go up a bit higher. Let's go for a really big 500. So you can type in whatever text you want, and even then that's not that big. But if I change the font, make sure it's highlighted, I can just go in here and find some other fonts. So there's Arial. So you can play around with whatever font you want depending on your theme. So I'm just going to go for Arial, and you can do various different things here as well. So you can obviously change the color of your font. So let's say I wanted it orange, and maybe I don't like orange or green, so have a play around with the colors of your font. I'm going to stick with black for now. It's nice and simple. And then the other thing that you can do with your font here is you can play around with the text warp tool. So this gives you different shapes that you can put your font into. So if I just show you the flag, for example, and then you can choose which way you want it to bend. You can choose whether you want it kind of distorted either end, that's horizontally or vertically, so you can do that for any of them. So it's quite fun, and it's a really interesting way of playing around with your image. I'm going to go for another one. I'm going to go for a let's see what an arc does here. So we've got this one, but I feel like I want the bend to go maybe more slightly bent that way. And again, you can play around with your abstraction. There's also the fisheye, and you can make it kind of look more like it's in through a fisheye lens, which is quite good for photography, or the other way. So I'm actually going to go slightly fisheye. I think that's kind of cool. And I'm going to abstract it a little bit more. I'm going to go the other way because actually, as you can see in my lines on my picture, it kind of goes from big through to small. So I'm going to try and do that myself. I might change that bit there, just so you can always move your boxes if you're not happy with how they are. And let's see if that's kind of coming out maybe a bit more like that. So I'm going to click OK, and then once you're happy with it, okay, you can move it around any way you want, and it's just like an image. You can make it lighter with the opacity, so it's almost like, is it there, is it a part of a frosted window or something? Are you just giving the idea of the word as opposed to the word being the whole thing? Or do you want it to be the full kind of word? And even here you can go back and start using your free transform tools, so you can kind of give it a bit of a move so it's sitting at an angle. And what I quite like to do sometimes is put it on the line so I can see whether it's at the correct angle. So there, looks a little bit better. And then I'm actually going to make it slightly larger so it really fills that space. And I'm going to need to give it a little bit more of a twist so it sits in that space a little bit better. But all of a sudden you have quite an interesting text if you want to as part of your photography work. Okay, so I kept that nice and simple, but something to think about moving forward.